Making goals for a study pod or a group study session is very important, and I will explain why later. But first, here's an example of what would happen in a study pod session without making goals beforehand.
Of course, they didn't turn the freaking tech on. Oh yeah. Sorry, I'm late, guys. It was a wild night, if you know what I mean. So what are we doing today?
Talking about mitosis, Dan.
Oh yeah, mitosis. So can someone tell me what that is? Anybody? I'll pass the marker. Anyone? Okay, so mitosis. It has to do with cells. I'm gonna write that out for you. Has to do with cells, and it's in the body. It occurs in people and plants. It's some kind of process. So yeah, that's mitosis for you.
As you just observed Dan without study goals or a plan, it shows how unprepared a tutor looks without having any goals. Having goals in mind shows students that you are prepared and that you know what you are talking about and that you have a specific objective in mind and what you want to accomplish in that session. As seen without these goals, Dan looked unprepared and student involvement was decreased because of it. Without student involvement, the study session does not go as well. Formulating specific study goals during a group study session is crucial for not only a study session to run smoothly, but a better understanding by each student of what they need to know and how they should know it. And this can be exemplified in how to form a good study goal for a group study session in the next few slides. Knowing the topic of your study session and reviewing the material that the professor provides to you and that you took in the previous course is crucial for you to form a study goal for that session. This allows you to formulate a specific plan and have background knowledge of what the plan about so you can try and achieve that goal. After reviewing the information that you need for the study session, then you must form the realistic goal. When you are forming this goal, you should consider three things. 1. How much time do I have? 2. What all information needs covered or what is the most important information? And 3. How would the students learn this information best? As in, should I use a PowerPoint? Should I use a video? Etc. After considering these things, formulate the specific goal that you want to accomplish with your students during your study session. Once you come up with your goal, it is then important to present it at the beginning of your study session to the students. This allows your students to know exactly what they are going to be trying to accomplish during this study session and exactly what you have planned for them. In addition, this shows the students that you are well prepared for the session and should increase their attention towards you throughout the session. From here, you must execute your goal, and you should keep in mind some things, such as the time and how much time you're spending on certain things, and flexibility. You want to be flexible with your goal and your objectives for that session because some things may change depending on what each student needs. So be flexible, but not too flexible. Lastly, you should evaluate if and how well you accomplished your goal during that study session. This can be done by asking students what they learned, asking them specific questions about the material, or even providing them with like a door ticket quiz or a question to end the day with to see if they learned what you wanted them to learn and if you met your goal for that day. After learning about making the goal, here is Dan the tutor with a study goal and plan for his study session.
What did this study guide from Dr. Unger say? So mitosis, and they need to know the steps and the features and cell cycle. Wow, I feel prepared.
Mitosis, nice. Study pod goals, nice. I'm going to learn the steps of mitosis today.
All right, everyone, welcome to Biology Study Pod. Today we're going to be going over mitosis, as you can see on the board. So by the time you all leave here, you should be able to tell me the steps of mitosis, the features of each individual step, and the whole cell cycle sort of thing. So let's get started.
Oh, yes, mitosis. Gosh, yes, I keep my notes and get ready to take all this.
All right, so just to recap for you guys, our goals today were to learn the steps and the features and the cell cycle of mitosis. So to summarize that, we started with the cell cycle with the G1, the S, and the G2 phases. That's called like interphase. And then we went through mitosis. So we went prophase, prometaphase, metaphase, anaphase, and then telophase cytokinesis. So doing that, walking through all that, shows that we met all of our goals that we set out to accomplish today. So to make sure you all achieved your goals, you can take this little quiz here, and you can figure out how much you know, figure out what you need to focus on going forward.
Man, I feel so much more confident about mitosis now that I learned this. Look, I know this answer, prophase. That's the metaphase plate right there. Cytokinesis, easy. I understand it so much better now.
Well, that's everything. Have a good day, everyone. I feel like we accomplished so much today. I felt so prepared. So many great goals achieved.
As you could see, Dan did a great job at creating and executing his goal during his study pod session. The study pod went so much smoother, the students were very well engaged, and the student learned a lot more during that session, which left the student and Dan feeling much better about the material, the exam, and the study pod session as a whole. Great job, Dan.